29. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yellow lady, 57 to Mike. Check pass, check pass.
On the counter, Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jalen Ramsey and the Jags help to make the tackle. On second down now, Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 32 yards. And the NFC able to make this a bit more respectable. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now it's counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the AFC. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third.
Let's go.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle.
Come on, QB, come on.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Breeze going to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Our time. It's our time.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando. It's caught inside the 25, and he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 68 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That's a tough combination. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Now Breeze. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Controlling the passing lanes.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. A monster game so far. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now Mahomes on the move to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
We own them. We own them.
Throwing now is Mahomes. High throw, but the catch is made. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And partner, you know I'm a big advocate of taking tape measures and just throw them away. I want to know if a guy can flat out play. Well, DeAndre Hopkins is about 6'1", and we're used to the guys who go up and take it one-handed like we just saw there. 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" guys. In this case, he plays way taller than what he's listed, doesn't he?
He does indeed, and that was spectacular.
And we've got to watch him work his routine. We saw it during practice during the week. We saw it in pregame. He works hard at these one-handed catches. He's not just showing off.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue down. Blue down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guy.